Okay, welcome to another episode of A State of Thought. Thanks for joining me. My name is Stefan. I'm your host tonight, joined by Pratik again. And Alfred and Al, we're here hanging out today. And today's topic or my state of thought is the death of real conversation,
Yeah.
right?
Need of the hour, yeah.
And why cafes are weird now. Because that's kind of part of the
They're
death of real
everywhere.
conversation.
Yeah.
So what is the death of a real conversation if people are asking is, do you ever go to a restaurant and people are just on their phone? They don't even talk to each other anymore?
Because
Yeah,
they
tap,
just
tap, 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 tap,
yeah,
tap,
yeah.
tap.
They just went to the restaurant for food. They don't wanna it's not that they're trying to escape from their daily life. It's not about that, hey, let's go on a date. Husband and wife going out, like let's take a moment for ourselves. It's not that anymore. It's just basically they wanna watch their content that whatever they're consuming in that time frame. It can be podcast, serial, series, whatever. Uh, like literally watching that and just done with the dinner, paid, home,
Well, this is it.
and it continues.
Yeah, and it continues.
Yeah.
And I think we're so overconnected. Like technology, we've all worked in technology, and
Yeah.
technology is interesting because it brings us all together. Like we've been more interconnected now with technology than ever before. Man, we have phones, we have laptops, we have everything, we have games, we have everything to connect us together. However, now we can't even have proper conversations.
Yeah.
So it was an interesting when we were deciding which topic to talk about in this episode. I wanted to talk about this because the other day I was having dinner with Becky, and then we just kind of we noticed people. Like I try my very best to make sure I don't use my phone during dinner.
Yeah.
I want to be in the moment with her, and I want to talk
course.
to her because that's like out of respect for each other, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we already work busy. We already
Yeah.
have busy lives, but we just notice people now. They just blah 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 blah, just play on their phones.
Yeah.
They don't even talk to each other for the whole dinner, and it's super weird because it's like you just exist together to eat, but you
Yeah.
don't really talk to each other.
Yeah, it's just basically your partner, right? But not actually playing the role, or there is no. It's. I think it's just missing the sense of connection,
Yeah.
right? Where you feel that shows a lot of things. Like if you love someone, right? If you truly love someone, you'll not be on your phone.
Yeah.
As simple as that. So take it like this: that this whole technology thing, technology is not new. It's just basically it's getting into people's heads more and more. It's cheaply available. Everybody have it. There's so much content on YouTube and different these web series, and there's so much stuff, right? It's that you are so like connected to that content on your phone, your tablet, or your TV that it gives you a quick adrenaline or a quick dopamine
The
hit.
dopamine hit,
Yeah,
yeah.
that my partner is not giving me that dopamine hit, but my next episode that of the
Oh,
series
shit.
that I'm watching, that's gonna deliver me that dopamine.
That's true. I mean, I was talking to, actually, me and Alex were talking about it. Was he went to dinner at like a Chinese restaurant with a bunch of friends, and he was telling me. I don't know if you want to tell this story, Al.
It's like a nice Chinese restaurant, right? We all sit at a nice round table, probably 8, 9 people
Yeah.
of us. Halfway into the dinner, people just started whipping out their phones, right? And then you know how the thing is with crowds. When one person starts doing it, everybody else follows suit,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now one person
Because
just
everybody wants
scrolling
to
through
do it, yeah.
Instagram, and then next person beside them just starts doing it. And some of these people, they're all together, right? Like some are couples and whatnot. They all come together. But then they start, lobbying into this mahjong game, like this Chinese mahjong game. Like I was like,
Of course, man.
This is a new world to me. I'm like, what are you guys doing? And I was like, yeah, we're just playing mahjong together. I'm like, on your
At dinner?
phones? At dinner? And they're like, yeah. We're just like all queuing up. There's like four guys. They're all just playing
was-
that in that same lobby at the dinner table. I'm like, why don't we just
Alex-
do
Alex is-
mahjong at somebody's place? I'm like, they're like, oh no. Like,
What's
we're
the
just doing
point?
this here.
Alex is just watching, and he's like, "Dude, they just left me to go to the alternate universe."
Bro, what's the point? You can stay at home or maybe take out or like order it,
That's
know?
the thing.
Okay, so let's talk about cafes then, because cafes got really weird, dude.
bro.
Dude,
Cafes with all this
we
big
go to
weird-
we frequent cafes a lot, And also, like we have our favorite on Main Street. We like to go to.
Yeah.
Shout out to 49 Parallel.
Yeah, that was a good
Oh yeah.
place.
For number, yeah.
The
of
donuts
course.
are good, except if you have
Did
diabetes.
they
We go to
sponsor you for
trees
this?
sometimes.
No, but if you have diabetes,
49 Parallel. If you're
Oh,
watching,
yeah,
please
yeah,
sponsor
yeah,
us.
yeah.
Take a
I know
thought.
sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to trees sometimes.
yeah, we go to
Bit of
trees.
breakup.
We
You know the worst is the, I don't know, I don't should say the name, but you know the worst. They're on Fraser, they're on Main Street. They just opened in Surrey too.
yeah.
If you go there, you'll see like people sitting there on tables doing something on laptop. I don't know what, God knows, working on their assignment projects. In the the crowd is crazy. It's completely packed. Like I from what I know is like if you want to study, you need some kind of like silence, or maybe you need to focus, right? Focus. You need focus.
Okay.
And yeah,
No, but basically, no. On top of that,
Yeah.
it's weird because like, say we'll go to a cafe, and then the first thing someone does is they're like, "Is it a charger? Is there a charger? Let me look for the charger part.
yeah.
The counter. Where's your Wi-Fi?
Where's the charger?
password?"
What's the Wi-Fi password? I'm gonna look for the charger, and it's always like some old person that takes up the charger spot, and then you're like, "Will my laptop last all day?"
Bro, it's just crazy.
But but you're right. It's always the busiest. And then what's the weirdest thing to me is like we talked about this like when we went to dinner.
Yeah.
Is it got really weird is because okay, let's play it by. We'll go to a cafe. Like we've all been to cafes together. Like we all go hang out together, get coffee, right?
Yeah.
We'll go there and we'll actually talk. We'll be the only table talking, but everyone goes in there, has a laptop, their headphones on, and they're doing work. But they don't talk to anybody, even if they have someone with them.
Yeah.
So it's the weirdest thing is like, in my mind, it's kind of weird because you go to a social place to talk. If you want to do work in peace, you should do it at home in peace.
Yeah, you don't want your CPA to go in a busy cafe and do your numbers.
No.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy, right? So it's kind of like, I don't really want to be alone, but I really want to be alone. But I really want to do work
Do you think
with
it's
background noise.
social anxiety or something, or it's something related to mental health?
I don't know, man. It's
I
possible.
think like I feel like it because the thing is, you know like back in time you go to library to basically study, right?
Yeah.
The reason behind it, again, you can focus. There's library have so much content that you need to study or do your research or whatever, right? It's a place built for it, no distractions.
Yeah.
And then you're going to a place where like every single minute somebody's like, hey, can I borrow the chair?
I wonder how
Can you give me
libraries
space?"
are now. Have you been to a library
No,
recently?
I've
Neither
never
have
been.
I.
I'm not a library guy.
No.
I've never been.
Okay.
I feel
Yeah.
like library,
Don't discredit yourself.
I feel like library is more like Instagram shootout place. Like you pretend to read a book,
Yeah.
and have a coffee in your hand, just post it on Instagram. I was at this library reading this book, and get millions of likes. I mean, if you're
Yeah,
like that,
that's
so-
basically you need validation
But,
from
well,
the
I'm
world.
not generalizing everyone, but I'm saying like that's most of the people, like how they act, because I don't.
And then
think,
they read one page. I was like, you know what? I can't focus. Let's go. And story is already posted.
My favorite author.
This is my favorite book
Yeah.
at the library.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. Instantly, ChatGPT. Can you summarize this book, for
Book,
me?
yeah, it's so boring.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. And I don't know if it's mental health, but I think that there's definitely a level of some kind of behavioral thing where people just can't have regular conversations anymore with people. Like, I think there's a level where we're so overstimulated, we're so over communicated that now when you're actually meeting with someone, you can't actually produce the same level of conversation because what's really interesting about doing a podcast is, excuse me, is when I'm talking to friends about doing a podcast is one, they're like, okay, well, you talk a lot. I'm like, yeah, I do. So it's perfect. Yeah. And then the other thing is,
Job requirement.
yeah,
Talk a lot.
yeah, I talk a lot. That's the job requirement for our podcast. No, what's the weird thing is, we can like, it doesn't matter to us that there's like cameras rolling this because it's irrelevant. Like because we don't care about if we're doing this good or not. We care about being able to connect with people. So the intention is different.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is like we have people on the sofa here that are talking off camera, so it's kind of like a conversation kind of a style. We have like a co-host kind of a thing where we're having this conversation. But some people, as an example, face to face, might not be able to say the things they want to say in
Yeah.
real life.
Yeah.
Some people will have an even harder time saying it
But will
on
you
front
call
of a
them
camera.
introverts?
No, I just think that some people are socialized differently, right? Because like I think to myself like I'm a high functioning introvert,
Okay.
and what I mean by that is like
Selective.
I think the thing is for me is like because of like work and life, I can communicate a lot with a lot of people, but afterwards when I'm like done, I want to
Zone out.
recharge my battery.
Because you get
Sure, sure.
overstimulated.
I just
yeah.
want to chill, man. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that where I'm going with this is like as an example is like we can talk to each other because we know each other.
Yeah.
So on camera, without camera, this is the same shit. Like we're not different.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you put other people in the same situation where it's like, say you're hanging out with friends. Maybe it's kind of for them. It's like I can't say the things I want to say the same way. You know what I mean? Because
There's
it's
a
like
wall. You're
as
afraid of
opposed-
what others think of you.
exactly. It's kind of like saying like you can say whatever you want to say through text message. Like keyboard warriors
Yeah.
Yeah.
are great examples of
Because
people
nobody's
that
looking at you.
yeah, no one's looking. You can say whatever you want to say.
You feel protected,
what's up? Yeah, you
Yeah.
feel safe.
safe. It's
But-
it's a mental conditioning, to be honest. It's just
Yeah.
pretty much that.
What do you think, Alfredo?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different perspective to it. Like, and the reason I said that in the beginning, it's a bit emotional for me, is because back when, for me, you or like anyone here over here, you would think like going to a cafe or having conversation is about family getting together, friends getting together,
Yeah.
and talking about stuff, life, what we've been up to. But when you see these days now, it's not the same thing anymore. It's like people are up on their phones, or like they have a different universe. Like what Alex told about, like they just took into a different genre of mahjong, like
Yeah.
Virtual
and
reality.
virtual reality. It's not supposed to be like that.
Virtual reality.
We're
We
on
should-
a simulation.
We're on we're in a simulation. What?
Or if we are not, like, people are pretending or people are showing symptoms of, it's a virtual world, it's a simulation,
And that's
because
what I hate the most thing about small talks. When
Yeah.
people say small talk, I hate it. Like straight up, it's like, what is small talk?
It's small. Talk is talk.
Talk is talk. When I met you the first time, I didn't ask you about like, hey, how's it going? Like blah blah blah, all that like crap. I just cut it out and like, be real with you, be real with Pratik, be real with Al.
some people don't appreciate that, Alfred.
Well, that-
In the field, we meet so many people who actually don't want to be in a real conversation. And you, like, as soon as you sense it that, hey,
You can see the signs.
the other person is getting like bothered, or like he's not comfortable, she's not comfortable, right?
they're not
You
comfortable.
have to like cut the conversation right there.
Them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I remember the first time I met Alfred. He was like, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? I'm, Stefan, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, oh, I'm Alfred, like Batman's butler.
Butler, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, Alfred.
I didn't know you were
That's
chill
pretty-
like that.
That's how we met.
Yeah.
That's his intro. He's like, yo,
There you go.
you forget the best way. And then I was like, I never forgot him after. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, what was his name again? He was Batman's
Batman's
butler.
butler.
He's
Alfred.
Alfred, and in Richmond store there's Wayne.
Oh.
There we go. Yeah.
Well, don't connect me because I'm already.
No, I'm just saying, take it like this. We like to talk. You can, as you
We
can,
like to
yeah,
talk.
Yeah,
But
it's
you
a
know what
job
the thing is?
requirement. So by just somebody tells the name like Alfred or Wayne, we can start the conversation there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right?
that's why I put out like whenever I say like I'm Batman's butler or like I'm Robin's best friend or something, I put it out. I give people.
Is Robin's best friend Alfred?
I don't know.
No,
about
like Batman and Robin are like
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
Robin's uncle.
yeah. Robin's
Dynamic
cheap
duo.
ass uncle, yeah.
Because I would be like, dude, that'd be like a weird friendship. Like,
I never knew that.
Like
I was
Robin
like,
and
I'm watching
Alfred is Bat-
I'm watching the wrong Batman
yeah, I'm watching.
series.
I'm watching the Temu version of
Guys,
Batman.
I have downloaded the wrong Batman.
Yeah, the version of Batman I
Yeah.
got, I ordered it on
Yeah.
Temu.
Yeah. For a lot of people, it's personal preference. There, people have came out of COVID pandemic. Maybe have played a huge role in that.
I would think we chalk it up to a lot of things with COVID.
Yeah.
Like back in the COVID
Yeah.
days, like I agree though, like that was kind of the boom of video working from home. Everyone was like, we weren't talking to each other.
Definitely think about the COVID babies.
We didn't know each other back in COVID, right?
We did, but we were just not connected.
Oh yeah, we weren't
Yeah,
connected. Yeah,
because we met in 2019.
yeah.
Right. So it was just basically the connection, because everybody was so focused on their like the health and like and TV, PlayStations, and all that kind of stuff.
During COVID?
But yeah,
Oh no, it was a sourdough.
what do you mean?
Dude, you missed out on the COVID experience, man.
Oh shoot, I was
It-
working. I was a frontline worker.
Dude, it was COVID pet, sourdough.
Okay,
That was it.
there you go.
Like it was 3
Simple.
years. You just had your sourdough starter, and you just made sourdough, man. And you
Yeah.
got a pet, and you're like now
Now-
I gotta work from home, and I got a pet. Now it's like I gotta go to the office. I got a pet.
Now think about the COVID babies and COVID teenagers,
Yeah.
right?
Well, my
Who-
niece was a COVID baby, I think.
There we go.
Yeah.
So she learned or whatever, like she adapted in the quietest part in the world, right?
Yeah.
So
So I think a lot of those things accustom to why like the death of real conversation is real now. Like nowadays we can't socialize properly. It just feels
Yeah.
weird. You know what I mean? Like
You feel like you're being put on the spot. Like
Yeah.
TikTok, it's like it doesn't come naturally anymore.
or
yeah, it's
you
like
know,
you just can't talk to anybody.
you with
Yeah.
people, like I also see you with people who you don't want to be with.
yeah.
That's another. Take it like this: like if I am with my partner, right? I know like you live with your partner, you see each other all day long and whatever. But there's a beauty of it when you're going out with your friends or when you're going out with your partner, family. There's a separate. Otherwise, like you're living in the same space, you can cook dinner, cook lunch, whatever, eat at the same time. But there's a beauty of it going out. Discuss other things that you normally don't discuss in your home and all that kind of stuff. But slowly, definitely, it's going like it's getting outdated. People are losing their touch. They're actually losing the skill of
communication.
Yeah, the skill of
basically
communication.
communicating and discussing life, being happy, and all that kind of stuff.
To sort of
Yeah.
like give you like a side eye when you start talking about life is like, hey, is this dude like, going through something? But it's like that's how we actually had conversations before, talk about our life struggles, troubles, or
Yeah.
like whatever is bothering you and stuff. But I feel like those things are like a sort of
Yeah, if
special
somebody
right now.
somebody asks like, "Hey, how you doing?" And like your response tells a lot. Like some people are like, "Oh, I'm doing amazing," right? Vanilla. I to me, it's a vanilla answer, and then some people say, "Oh, I'm surviving," right? Some people say, "I'm okay. How about you?" This and that, right? So just by the reply from the other person, if you try to start a conversation, or just trying to see like, hey, how's your colleague doing, right? You meet so many of your like counterparts and like you can easily tell who actually wants to talk or who's just there like, hey, like this guy again, like I don't want to talk to him, right?
You know what's I don't have a lot of friends. I have a lot of acquaintances because of the work we do,
yeah.
the podcast we do, the kind of the things we do. At my age now, I really value open and transparent conversation. So I have two really good friends. Well, obviously I have you guys that are really good friends
Yeah.
too, but I see you guys quite a bit more. Like,
Yeah.
My best friend, I've known him for like 12 years or whatever
Yeah.
now. The other one too. They're both really close guys.
Yeah,
I don't talk to my best friend all the time,
correct.
but what I do value is that I know that if I call them up today, just like right now,
Yeah,
and we just talked, we would talk as if
Hours.
yeah,
we could talk. We could talk.
yeah.
like-
There was no gap.
And the thing is, he always makes time. So like, I was like, hey, on Sunday, I was like, I'm gonna get dinner. I'm gonna get dinner with Sean.
What
And
do you
then-
think? Why that happens? What triggers? What happens when you call them or they call you? What's the feeling in back of your mind that, hey, I'm calling like whoever is your best friend, right?
Yeah.
That person. What comes to your mind before calling them?
Nothing. I just call them.
That's the reason, because there is no, nothing you're expecting.
No.
You feel the best when there is no expectation, right? They're not gonna make you feel sad. They're not gonna make you feel happy. It's just gonna be that there is a no expectation conversation.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the joy of it is like having that. I know, like, I don't talk to him all the time, but I know that if I need him, if I want to talk to him, or if
Yeah,
if I ever need
they're there.
anything, he's there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just it. Like,
Yeah.
I know that if like something happened, he'd be there, right?
but the brain, how brain is conditioned. I'm talking about my perspective and like how I think my brain operates. As soon as my phone rings and I see like who's calling me, my brain have receptors, like it tells me like, hey, you know what? Yes, this person is calling, like, right? And some people are like, they're calling you like, nice, I'm gonna have fun for next 30-40 minutes, because our conversation will go anywhere and it will only be laughs, right? We're gonna shoot the shit. Is Nothing's gonna be, no propagandas, no expectations, no exchange, no barter, nothing. It's just gonna be random.
Yeah.
And my brain already started feeling good.
Another way to put it, like since you mentioned it, Pratik, it's like, so you might not have the best day in your life, like
Yeah.
probably like you lost a job or like you had a bad
Oh, yeah,
thing,
yeah.
your manager like yelled at you, but a friend or someone calls you, you are in a downtime. You know that friend can actually help you up, or like that guy or like that girl or like that connection can help you to match with that
That's
energy.
the whole beauty of conversation,
Exactly.
man.
Which we're losing
That's it. That's it.
And the reason
We just discussed why it's required.
because we all have noise cancellation headphones.
yeah.
Bro.
Bro,
Let's
you
not-
have it, I have it, Alex has it, and definitely Alfredo has it. Blame ANC, active noise cancellation.
I think we're just programmed a different way. Where like when I'm in my car, I used to listen music, like if I have a 2-hour commute, 3-hour commute, I want to listen every single song in my playlist. But I think now, from past couple of years, I'm at that stage. I just want to call on my friends,
Yeah.
right? So I have set of people that I know that, hey, these guys I can call anytime, and there will be no topic. There's no topic. It's just like we're gonna, like, again, we use that word, shoot the shit, right?
Shoot the
It's like, I know, like I'm calling Stefan. There's nothing, like we're gonna see each other tomorrow, right? Or we're gonna sit in a coffee shop for like 3 hours, 4 hours. It's just rant.
have a donut.
But when you call them, right? When you call those specific set of friends or family or any, like, they actually show you that what kind of therapy it is. It's therapeutic. Like it's so good for your mental health. It's so good for your communication that you, first of all, you're checking in on them, right? Checking in is very easy, very important, essential. They share their experiences, you share your experience. Like, hey, you know what? I lost my job. You know what? But it, never mind.
I like how
It's
you
okay.
mentioned it's actually a form
Yeah.
of therapy.
It is a-
natural conversation.
Like,
is
Yeah.
therapy.
Like physiotherapists, they actually say, like not physiotherapists, psychiatrists, they actually say, sorry, slip of tongue, but when you actually talk about the problem, half of the problem solves itself because you're admitting there's a problem. So when you talk to people about your real feelings and like that's what you're going through, you're already solving half of your problem. Is
Yeah.
because
It's
you have someone to
much
share it
healthier
with.
than just bottling in. And
Like if I
Yeah.
call Stefan, I was like, "Hey, bro, I lost my job," and I was like, I know the response will be like, "Yeah, it was terrible, anyways. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, that's what you
So,
did after you
I
lost
was
that
like-
other job.
and I was
That's
like,
like
you know what?
verbatim.
And my response in my brain was like, this piece of but you know what? It's true. Never mind. So all that stress, it in a moment it's gone, because all you needed is someone to just give you that, you know what, yo bro, your job is terrible anyways. Good that you lost it. No worry about it. We'll
If
find
you-
a new one.
If you just lost a job and you need someone to tell you that, but you don't have that, leave it in the comments with your name.
Yeah,
I'll
well-
tell you that on the next episode. I'll be like, Jake from New Brunswick just lost a job.
Free therapy for all our subscribers.
Yes. I just lost my job. Oh, I just lost my job. And we'll say that job.
Oh yeah. That's
Don't
it.
worry, we'll do
Or
it for
anything,
free.
anything.
Consider it charity
Yeah.
from a state of thought.
Or
But
that girl like left me, you know, she cheated on me. I was like, man, you deserve
Man,
better. Don't worry
There's so
about
many fish in the water.
Yeah,
yeah, man.
yeah, yeah.
Take care of yourself. Love
it.
yourself.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think that's the thing is like being able to connect with people now is harder and harder. And I think the thing is we've become so used to being so isolated. We have so much expectations for people, for ourselves, for people like our family, and it's just kind of like, you know what? A lot of people just be like, you know what? I just water under the bridge. I don't want to deal with it. You know, I was talking to somebody and they were like, I'm like, how's your family doing? They're like, okay, doing good. I'm like, how's your brother? And they're like, oh, my brother's doing okay. I call my brother every other day to see how he's doing, and he always just says to me, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. And then at some point, it's just like, you keep calling me, and I keep saying the same thing. Nothing's changing. That was the response that they got from their sibling, which I get because you're doing the same thing every time. But like you said, just checking in is a sign of love.
Stefan, you know what? Sometimes you, some things you haven't experienced yet, and you never get a chance, so you don't know the beauty of it, right? So there's so many people who have actually don't have that many people in their lives, like friends or family, who you grew up like talking. It can be a charity, which is like childhood friends or college friends or whatever, right? But once they start experiencing it, like, hey, man, having these like one-on-one conversations or group conversations or this and that, it relieves so much mental stress. It 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 enables you in like talking, like communication is key in everything. You're working in a job, you're anywhere, communication is required, right? And the best way of improving it is talking to your friends and family.
Growing up in an Asian, like we all grew up in an Asian household.
Yeah.
Growing up in an Asian household, it's really difficult to communicate with family. And what I mean by this is Asians grow up in a very utilitarian environment
Yeah, we just get
where
abused with bad words.
ev-
Have you done your homework?
everything. But that's why Jensen Wang, like the NVIDIA guy, said that you grow up in an Asian household, you probably need therapy. Um, but the thing is, like, Asian communication is interesting because I'm not saying like going in a household, Asian household is bad. My parents loved me even though I was an idiot. It's just really hard for you to communicate the things you want to say. Like now I'm getting older and I know that one day our parents aren't gonna live forever.
I think generation gap.
I think it's the expectation of when they came here and stuff like that too, right?
Yeah.
Age is definitely a thing, but
They were trying to build something.
of course. So they grew up more distant to try to provide. So the thing is,
Yeah.
like, I was talking to like Alex and some other people, like growing up in an Asian household, and we all did. It's so hard to just go up to your parents and be like, "Mom, Dad, I love you."
Yeah.
It's so hard. However, it's the exact same thing for them. So what do they do instead? Is they put food on your table.
Yeah.
They cut your fruit.
Can I actually quote something that my sister wrote?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I actually shared a similar poster on Instagram about like family trauma or like family generational trauma.
Hit us with it.
Yeah. So what she said is, I quote, they could break the cycle. They did what their parents did to them, and it's a generational cycle which was affecting their children's mental health, and they're ignorant about it. They didn't have the right people to tell them what was wrong and what was right. So yeah, it's our duty to break them. So that's
Yeah.
what my sister told me. So like, it is simple and plain as that. It's like they hold a trauma in between them, which they went through from their parents, and their parents, and they're expecting us to do the same thing. And we being in our situation, we cannot make them understand how we feel because they couldn't make their parents to see how they felt.
Which is a fair point actually. And this is the thing is like that's why I think actions there's that expression that actions speak louder than words, and I think getting older and older, it's becoming easier to take care of your family more and more and more.
Yeah.
I told Alex, like me and him, Alex were talking about like Alex, like I told Alex that I'm going to regret in my life, and I don't regret a lot of things. That remember what I told you is I'm jealous of Alex because of Alex gets to spend lots of time with his mom. He takes her out on dates.
Yeah.
He spends a lot of time with the mom.
Yeah.
He does what
I'm
everyone.
jealous too, just to let you know.
Yeah, he does what everyone wants to do unconditionally.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But for me, like to take my parents out, like I want to.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like it's really,
There's a barrier.
it's I took my mom dress shopping because I needed to help her find a dress.
Yeah.
For the wedding, so I went with
Yeah.
a friend and whatever, and I was like, moms are moms, so
yeah.
moms will do things that just irritate you, but I love my mom. It's just like you know what I mean, like I don't want to be an
Yeah, yeah.
right. It's just like it's just always being an like like me for being an
Oh yeah.
to my parents.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm like,
She's the one who brought you to the world, man.
yeah, man, you only got one mother.
Yeah.
You might only have one mother. Yeah.
To all the mothers in the world.
Love to mothers.
You know, another thing, like, since we're talking about real conversations,
Because it is real conversation. This is all
Yeah.
part of the
Yeah.
aspect of conversation, right? Like, yeah.
there's another aspect to it that I realized after moving to Canada and over these years, and after meeting few parents in my own family too. There's a lot. Culture plays a huge role in this too. You know why? Like how I grew up in India is basically playing in the streets. We had friends from childhood, right? We're doing whatever we want to do, playing hide and seek, cricket, soccer, whatever. Like 10 or 15 of friends. And then basically over the time we transitioned. We went to like school together, college together. So communication and like this thing, introvert or anything like this, was never like introduced to us, right? Because parents left us like, hey, you did your school, your studies are done, it's 5 6 p.m, you've watched all your cartoons, go on street and like go play whatever you want to play, right?
Yeah.
And we play 2 or 3 hours and good, come back. So when I came here, the culture shock that I got is you don't see a lot of these kids on the streets, and the culture is either they're going together in a karate class or judo class or like piano class or whatever, and as soon as they're out, their parents sit in the car and go home, right?
Yeah.
That's one part. So these kids are not getting a lot of time basically talking to each other and all that. Second thing is parents, especially immigrant parents, I will say, because I'm exposed to them more, they are so laser focused on building something and chasing behind money that they forget that this is a rat race and your biggest asset, your biggest wealth are the kids who are sitting at home waiting for you guys, right? So years and years, years and years, you're working double shifts, you're working 12 hours, and by the time you go home, either like kids are sleeping or they just don't want to talk to you because you never actually initiated the talk, and the whole childhood, the teenage goes like this. And I've actually met parents who says like, hey, they don't talk to us, they have become introverts, and now they're scared because whatever they're learning from schools, like high schools and everything. So they get exposed to like, like bad elements, or like a student who's like, like introverts get bullied.
Yeah.
I always feel that, right? When you like too shy, or you don't communicate properly, or just introvert, you have a tendency of like somebody is gonna take advantage or think like he's just not a normal kid. I'd always tell my like friends and everyone that I don't blame the kids.
I
blame the
would
parents.
never blame the kids
Yeah.
too.
I blame the parenting. I blame the parents who think money is everything, but forget that the actual wealth is kids, because they're not going to
Yeah.
talk to you once you get old.
Well, this is the thing, right? Like, you know what? I would say that obviously there's no right or wrong way to parenting, and I think that some people grow up differently in different environments. I think the challenge is finding the happy medium, is because, last episode we talked about immigration, where you're trying to find opportunity. You want to do the right thing for your family.
Yeah.
So let's be real here, is now new generations aren't having kids. Why? Because
I mean, it's good. Rather than like you're just gonna be on your phone and not spending time with the kids.
yeah.
Rather not have them.
But I mean, like, the thing is, like, we talk about money.
Yeah.
A lot of the things when you talk about kids, you associate it with money. You talk about life. We talk about the grind. We are actually in the exact same position as our like, as your example of family. We are hypocrites in that sense.
Yes.
That we are trying to grind to create a family that doesn't exist.
And you're not spending.
We're not even at the stage to even have a kid to ignore.
Well, working for a future that doesn't exist.
Of course.
Yeah.
So like, this is the thing, is like, I'm like we said, is that we can't there's no faulting. Asian parents are weird about how they show love, but I am thankful, and we're all probably very thankful that they did what they did so that we can actually do what we can do today.
Have you watched movie?
What I can
Yeah.
tell Asian parents made us street smart. Because all that grind and all that extra pressure made us actually feel like what's actually valuable in this world. And we are actually a bit extra thankful for things we get in life.
Yeah.
So that's why like conversation is not just verbal. Like the death of conversation is such a huge topic because we could talk about verbal conversation.
Oh yeah.
Conversation can be acts of love.
Conversation is anything,
Anything.
right?
It
Just
could be-
basically, it can be a phone, video call, FaceTime, in person. I don't think so. That matters, right?
You know-
it just matters. Basically, you're venting
Sign
out.
language is conversation, and it's not even using words.
You just want to speak out of your brain.
Alfred. Alfred's sign language is after hours.
I love you guys. That's a sign
I love you guys.
Have you watched the
too much
movie? I hope you have watched Godfather.
No.
You should watch
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna walk out, guys. Godfather, right?
So,
Cult movie. There is a scene in which Don Vito Corleone, right, the main character, he's asking, I think his son, I don't completely remember, is like,
Vito?
you spend time with your family? He asked someone, right? It's like, he says, real man, right? If you're a good man, the highest, like the priority thing that you should do is you spend time with the family, right? And the way he says it, it's so intense. And but if that's, I think that's a golden rule. That's a golden thing. That's why I'm saying again and again that their biggest, your kids, your family, your brothers, siblings, man, you are on this planet for a limited time, right? Any barrier, ego, grudges, whatever it is, it's hard to overcome that, but you gotta overcome egos with your friends. It can be with your family. It can be generation gap and all that. Remind yourself and like that you don't know about tomorrow, right? Your siblings, maybe you haven't talked to them from years and years. You're not gonna take anything out of this world. Break those barriers. Talk to them. Check in on them. Conversations can do a lot of wonders, a lot of good things, and it needs to be retained, restored, that people talk to each other and not just going in like cafes, sitting there for hours and hours and hours and hours, and they're not leaving until the cafe is actually closed.
Yeah.
It's just a sign of some kind. To me, it's sign of some kind of mental trauma or mental condition or mental health. I believe it's connected, but real conversations can fix a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you know what, man, like that's why we I look forward to Fridays where we shoot. Because when I talk about when like really circling back to how this podcast existed and how we're doing this podcast is like I told Becky that I don't care about the follower or whatever. I don't care about that. What I care about is doing something with my friends, leaving a mark on this world. Once it's on the internet, it lives forever. That to me is like, here's the thing is, I was telling a friend, I was like, you know what? I'm Asian, and Asian people love money.
Oh yeah.
Above all else, we love money. We love money a lot.
And grandkids. Yeah.
And grandkids. And we love to have kids tell them to have grandkids.
Yeah, we never told this to your dad, but we're gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when it was our time to tell your dad, we were grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm saying that Asians love money is that, like, let's be real here. If I tried to make a podcast to make money, it would be like me trying to draw art and be rich from that. This doesn't make sense. Like, if there's like so much other things to do if you really want to make money. But what I'm looking for, what I'm seeking through this podcast is to connect with people, to have fun and leave my mark.
Therapy.
That's it. It's therapy. This is group therapy.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Cheapest.
wow,
Free therapy.
robot,
Free therapy. No. I'm not talking about podcasts, right? In this
In this
investment
setting,
goes.
it is
Yeah,
cheap
yeah.
therapy.
But You call me on a random day, I'll give you free therapy anytime.
Thank you, and I bring you
There you
here,
go.
so you get. So I'm returning the favor.
So that's the whole point of this topic. Why we picked this topic in this podcast and this episode is get your free therapies.
This you leave a comment, you get
Yeah.
it from us, and then
There
we'll
you go.
print that on a card, and we'll even read your name.
Yeah.
But no, this is exactly is this conversation is interesting because this is a podcast through a conversation
Yeah.
where we're talking with an audience and we're talking with our commenters or whoever that's watching this. Is this environment is to spark conversation in which might never have happened. So unlike a regular podcast where this is like where the host will bring on a guest, this guest specializes in one topic where you could never involve yourself in that conversation is because that topic is way above what you would know.
Yeah.
So the host will just ask questions, but the host can never truly be engaged in that conversation is because they don't specialize in that. So everything becomes staged. All this conversation, everything we do in every single episode is a candid episode. We don't have scripts. You can tell because we're idiots. But that's the joy of this is a conversation that anyone can tune into. Is so like really this is the idea is that
Yeah.
that's why we wanted this to be an earlier topic is so that people can understand that the death of a conversation doesn't have to die. It can live on. It doesn't matter if you're around the world. You just leave a
Yeah.
comment. Like
People
who cares?
will name us Dumb and Dumber.
Damn, dude. But the whole idea is that's why we do this podcast. It's because it's fun. It's therapy, dude.
Yeah. It's,
Man, it's having an outlet. We created a platform where we
Talk.
can talk
so
and share our thoughts.
go on dinners, go on lunch, go for coffee dates, whatever you can go on. Take your partners, friends.
Put your phone down.
Put like
There's actually like cafes around the world where the rule is you have to put your phone in a basket
Exactly.
and then you enjoy dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever, like with your friends and family. So
You know, there was a rule it used to do for dinners. We should bring this rule back. Is at the beginning of dinner, we all put our phones together.
Oh, yeah.
The first person that needs to pick their
Brother,
phone
pays for
all
the
you
bill.
need-
pays for the bill.
all you need is a wife.
What?
All you need is a wife who gives you a stare and then looks at your phone and then you put it away.
You know what?
That's how it works in my life.
Very nice.
You
Yeah.
should take some lessons here.
She stares at me and then she stares at my phone because she have put her phone away, right? You know, the drill is if she's not using the phone, you're not supposed to use your
Yeah.
phone.
No, that's the drill, man. That's
There
the
you
law.
go.
That's the law of the
I was
land.
like, now she was like, we're gonna talk, right? And you're using your phone. You know, you gotta put your phone away. So just don't take your phones on your dinner tables. Talk to your friends. Dial those numbers, your best friends, buddies, whatever, and bring those real conversations back.
I think so. You know what? It's way more fun. Just talk to people.
Yeah,
Like, be weird about it. Who cares? Right?
yeah. Shoot.
Shoot the like, I think conversation is so important, man. For mental health, for everything, man. It's fun, dude. Like, we just talked this topic for 40 minutes. And there's so much more we could talk about. We could talk about this for the
all
end.
night long, bro.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So we want to, you know, to spin this back in a positive note. We want to like involve people in this conversation. We want the death of a conversation to be reversed. We want conversation to be
Yeah.
alive and well. Like call up your buddy. Like tell your parents you love them. Like do whatever it takes.
Yeah, don't
to
start
break
your
the cycle.
conversations with the AI, bro.
No.
Yeah, you don't
do
want
that.
Gemini and Claudes and all that.
You know what I wanted to because I was talking to Alex about like different things we want to do. I wanted to do like unboxing stuff. Like, we've been doing some unboxing stuff. We haven't
Yeah,
uploaded
yeah,
anything yet.
yeah.
I want to do an unboxing thing because there's this AI necklace where it's called like
Oh,
Friend.
yeah.
It's called like the Friend. Have you heard about it? Alfredo
They,
hasn't
I
heard
know
about it.
heard
the
about
thing
it,
that
yeah.
you basically put it here
Yeah, yeah,
and it captures everything and you can talk on the go.
Wow.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like a necklace.
Yeah.
Would you like to try it?
Sure, if you buy me one.
We're gonna have to unbox it first,
Yeah.
and then we'll test it out.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's you know what? AI is probably another cause of the death of conversation.
It is, man.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
It is. Whatever questions
well,
I
it
have.
never was like sorry to
Yeah,
like interrupt
no,
you,
it's all good.
but when you said like technology and all this stuff, your phones like on your hands when you're talking in a cafe, you're thinking this is the death of a conversation, but think about your best friend, like being as immigrants, like your best friend, your mom, your dad, your family, everyone is far away. But this is the thing that connects you. But I'm saying like we are using the bad side of it, of
Correct.
of,
There's
of destroying the real
always
conversation
two
you could
sides
have
of the
face to
coin,
face.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
But in future, I believe like AI is gonna be like everybody wants a Jarvis, and everybody wants to talk to Jarvis. Take it like this: all the questions that I had, and if I was asking to my brother, or like if I was asking some specific questions, like, "Hey, Stefan is an expert in finances," or "Stefan is an expert in, you know, and some kind of art." So before I was calling him to ask those questions and then starting a conversation and but now I just go to my Gemini Claude.
Well, I'll give you the most common example. It's like I work in sales. Was trying to sell something. I was like, I'm giving an example. Like, this is good. This is good. You pick your poison or like pick your whatever you want. This guy's like, I'm gonna talk to my friend, and it's like, I thought he literally had a friend who's like tech genius or something. But it's like, I'm gonna talk to ChatGPT. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, like you have a real human being telling you what's good and bad, but instead you pick someone like an AI to. Well, I don't judge his judgment or anything, but I'm saying like
People are too quick to judge.
exactly that's what it comes
Technology.
down to when you don't
Yeah.
believe a real human
Trust
flesh.
issues.
And you
Trust
have to-
issues.
Yeah.
You know
Rather
what, though?
Trust ChatGPT more than a human.
I want to just say, to put it out on the record, we all use AI. We're
Yeah,
all
of course,
using
we
AI.
do,
We all
yeah.
use AI.
Oh, yeah.
However, I worked with Alex extensively to determine which equipment we needed to start a podcast. ChatGPT only recommended the most expensive one.
Yeah, see?
It was like, I was like, dude, we need this? It was like,
To do
I think
one
you need
minor task.
huh?
It was just to do like some minor task.
Yeah.
Right?
Brother,
It's like,
We
If-
need the most expensive.
If
Hey,
ChatGPT is listening to this,
Is he
and next
sponsored?
time you're
Taking
gonna ask
notes.
questions, he was like, you know what? Don't worry, call someone.
yeah.
We'll call Alex.
Yeah,
Call
call
your buddy
Alex. You
Alex.
seem to
Ask
like
me.
you seem to trust your human buddy more.
Yeah.
But no, let's bring back conversation, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's
You're doing yourself a favor, nobody else.
yeah, man. But
Yeah.
you know what? I get it. Some people don't have like people that connect with. So
No, but what Pratik said in the beginning of the podcast is like the mental health or like the issues. But I feel like what COVID did a lot, but for 2 years or 1.5 year, people got stuck in their homes, and like a lot of people forgot what it
Correct.
made to like actually have conversations or like
yeah.
the thrust to have conversations. And right now when everything is back again, you feel like obligated to have a conversation. You feel like scared or like the introvert in you
You
comes
just
out.
moved away from it.
Yeah.
That's it, right? And it takes a lot. It's not easy. Bringing back something that you already feel like it's not required or it's not a big necessity, and you're numbing it. Like don't numb it. So it's hard to bring it back. But if you do bring it back, believe us, believe me, believe Stefan or everyone, it helps a lot. It helps a lot.
It's fun. Like this is organic. It's healthy.
It's beauty of life.
Yeah, this is honestly like we don't live a long time in this world,
That's pretty much it.
but this kind of stuff is fun. And you know what? Like, who gives like just go do whatever you want to
Yeah.
do. Go have fun. Go enjoy yourself. My accountant reached out to me the other day. He was like seriously depressed. He's like an Indian guy too, really nice guy, man.
Yeah.
And he was like super depressed for a while, man. And I met up with him. He was so busy. Like he always had 100 clients or whatever going
Yeah.
at any given time, which is crazy.
Yeah.
He was making so much money.
Yeah.
However, he hated his life.
At that point, the money is not worth it.
No, he looked forward to. He just messaged me after like what felt like a year and a half, out of nowhere, just to see what's up. And we're just catching up again. And he's like, he wants to get coffee. And I'm like, yeah, let's get coffee, man. Anytime, dude. But the fact is that he had the courage to reach out to someone he didn't talk to for 2 years.
He broke the barrier.
He broke the barrier, man.
Yeah.
And he asked for get coffee.
Yeah.
And I
There
was
you go.
like,
That's all you need.
I was like, I'm glad you're not dead, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saving lives one day at a time.
So,
There you go.
like,
Well, one conversation at a time.
Superman.
conversation, man.
Clark Kent.
I just think that it is important, man. Like I think to myself how fortunate we are to be able to do this.
You don't need muscles to save lives.
No, man, not all heroes wear cape,
Of course.
right?
Of course.
They were all black.
Some have microphones.
Yes.
Now, I'll just give you a real life example. Like
Yes.
me, when I was in Bangladesh, like my whole life, I was really extrovert. Like I used to have fun with people. I almost had like 40, 50 people.
Can easily tell.
Yeah, like I had like, all right, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Subject to conclusions, but I was a party person. But when I was in PEI, like it's like a small dead town, like in the middle of nowhere in Charlottetown, and I barely had friends and people.
Prince Edward Island.
Prince Edward Island, yeah,
Yeah.
Charlottetown.
Oh, yeah, that's where they just have like lobster and.
Yeah, something like that.
I think they
All
just.
I heard is there's like
Boats?
shortage of chefs.
Yeah, there's like
They don't have enough people anymore.
80%
Oh yeah,
people
yeah,
are
yeah.
retired.
In hotels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that
Yeah.
article.
80% people are retired, and like there's mostly like the rest of the people are like international students. And for me, it got hard at one point where I felt like I called up my sister. I said like I turned into an introvert from an extrovert in a couple of like,
Yeah, there's
a couple
nobody
of
to
months
talk.
because nobody to talk to.
There's nobody to
Then
interact.
I had to push myself from that position to like break out that barrier again, which I had never in my life. Then coming back to this place and like Vancouver and all this stuff,
You know
have to do
what,
it
Stefan?
yourself.
It
Yeah, you gotta
this-
do it.
Like when Alfred mentioned it, a lot of the interviews, like I've took interviews or I've given interviews, talking is actually considered like a huge skill.
Yeah.
It's like communicating, like, oh, you're pretty talkative. That's pretty good because we are like in sales industry,
Oh, can
right?
we also talk about something too while on top of that? Let's just cut out the active listening bullshit.
Yeah.
Just stop pretending to be active listening. Just
What-
say you're not. That's what everyone says. It's like, hey, it's like I'm talking to you right now. I know you're listening, but try talking to me. Like, just say whatever. Just say whatever you want to say. Like, keep talking about what you're talking about. So you're talking about hiring, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so continue.
So basically, when like I used to take interviews.
That's active listening. Like, what are you talking about?
In one ear, out the other.
Holy
Yo,
no,
dude.
bro.
Let's cut that out, dude.
Listening skills
Everyone's
also
like,
needs
yo,
to
I'm
be
active.
good.
It's like, hey, no. It's like that's. It's like I'm talking to you, but I don't want to say I'm not listening to you. So I use some bullshit jargon like active listening.
Active listening
Yeah.
only works when you're on a date and the girl says you're a really good listener, and you'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm active listening. Yeah, I'm just active listening. Yeah.
Alfred is experienced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can say that.
Alfred, if you look under the dictionary, it might just show his picture. Like we don't know. Like it's possible.
Oh, yeah.
But no, anyways, not to cut you off, but
No,
because,
it's just
because-
basically what I'm saying is it's a skill,
It is
right?
a
If you
skill.
possess, it will only take you to different heights. But yeah, if God haven't gifted you with one, it's very easy. You basically, go on FaceTime, call someone, call your friends, family, talk to your parents.
Or be a keyboard
Maybe
warrior.
your
Keyboard
maybe
warrior.
sometimes like your parents feel like, oh, he have grown up or she have grown up, like we can't talk to him or her. You do the part. You talk to your parents, right? You talk to your siblings. I'll give you a very real example. Like my brother, he's 6 years older than me. We didn't have there is a 6-year gap. So he have seen a very different childhood. I've seen a very different childhood. He talked to very selective people. I talk to pretty much everyone, right? I can talk to the randomest person in this whole world, but he will be in a huge group and he will not talk to anyone. So, the thing is when we started having conversations, right? We go for hours and hours, and there is not a single topic that will. There is no topic.
There's,
It's
there's nothing that keeps us
call
honest. Yeah.
and if you see we will talk for hours and hours about anything. It can be our last topic, it can be about immigration, it can be
Pokemon.
discussing how religion works, Pokemon. I had a conversation with him on Pokemon where he wanted to know more about it, right? But I feel good about it, reason being he's my brother, came from same household, same experiences and everything. My relation with him, it grows stronger, and I'm saying that, hey, it's my responsibility to this is also another way of checking on each other, right? That he's it gives me a sense of happiness, or it makes me feel good that we talked and he's okay, he's doing good.
Yeah.
and he knows that, hey, I'm doing good. We know each other's struggles. He knows that, hey, if I'm doing something like r- I'm thinking about a business idea, job hunt, whatever it is. So you don't need you sometimes you don't need a meaningful conversation. You just need to have a conversation and talk about anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best moments kind of having the conversation ever doesn't have to make any sense.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, because that's sometimes in your head it doesn't make anything sense. It doesn't make any sense, but you just have the conversation and let it out.
Just get it off your chest.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. So I think this is always something we can talk more about in the future
Of
too.
course.
Like it's an endless topic. See how people like it. But I think, on a positive note, just shoot the shit with people. Just
It's fun. Try it.
If you don't have anyone to talk to, leave a comment.
And the best
We'll
part
talk
is
to
you
you.
can try it at home too.
Yeah.
Don't
Talking
be
to
afraid.
yourself in the mirror.
Normally they say don't try this at home.
They say a lot of things. Don't try this at home.
You can try this.
You can try this at
Yeah,
home.
you can definitely try this.
The disclaimer is we encourage it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Like usual, if you like what we talk about, if you like the content, share with your friends, talk to your family. Just post the content, and
Yeah, maybe
we're not
share-
looking for whatever. Just
Share it with the friend who's not talking to you.
yeah, and be like, hey, there's this conversation about people that don't talk. Oh, if you have someone that does the active listening, tell them.
I'll talk to your crush.
Tell them.
talk to
Tell
your-
them that this random Asian guy's got really strong feelings about active listening.
Or like talk to your crush who never replies back, just have a conversation,
Just have a conversation, and when you're at a coffee shop, just put down the headphones.
Drink your coffee.
And just chill. Drink your
and
coffee
Go with your
and
friends,
chill.
bro.
Go with a friend.
Yeah, don't spend your life in that coffee shop. And even in the workers there, believe me, they want you out.
And if someone judges, if someone
They're
judges
like this
you,
guy.
There's
man.
something
they're
called
not the
restaurant
fool.
turnover, huh?
Now, if someone judges you for doing that, they're the fool, not you.
Yeah.
So you're doing your part.
You're doing our part. So awesome. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it always. It's always a good time. Peace.
Live, laugh, love, let it
Live-
out. Stay
yeah.
curious.
Stay curious. Yeah, Alex
Yeah,
said it
stay
the best.
curious. Oh,
Live,
yes.
laugh, love, whatever. Stay
Yeah,
curious.
Stay curious.
Check in for our next episode. Goodbye. That was good. Cheers.
There we go.
Good stuff.